We're recording.
Okay, I'm Kelsey, and I'm going to start us off with purpose. Purpose is about your goals, your objectives, your motives, and your intentions, whatever you're trying to accomplish. You should be clear about your purpose, as well as your purpose should be justifiable. I'm now going to pass it over to Chloe to talk about questions at issue.
So you should always state the question. The question lays out the problem or issue and guides our thinking. When the question is vague, our thinking will lack clarity and distinctness. So your question should always be thorough and to the point. There's no confusion. I'm now going to pass it on to Yvette with information.
Information includes the facts, data, evidence, or experiences we use to figure things out. The information we use should be accurate and relevant to the question or issue we are trying to address. And now I will be passing it on to Cassandra with interpretation and inference.
I'm Cassandra, and inferences are interpretations or conclusions that you come to. Inferring is what the mind does to figure out something. Inferences should logically follow from the evidence that is given. Infer no more or less than what is implied in the situation. I'm now going to pass it to Kelsey with concepts.
I have concepts. Concepts are going to be your ideas, principles, laws, theories, anything that you use to make sense of things, even your hypotheses. You need to be clear about your concepts and use them justifiably just as you would with your purpose. Sylvia is now going to tell us about assumptions.
Okay, so assumptions, we all have them, we all make them. Assumptions are basically like presuppositions and the stuff we take for granted. So assumptions in smaller words is basically beliefs that we have, beliefs we take for granted. Usually they operate with the subconscious and unconscious level of thought. So most importantly, I think it's safe to say that we have to make sure our assumptions are clear and that we have evidence to kind of back up our assumptions as well. And now I'm going to pass it back to Chloe with implications and consequences.
So you always have to think through your implications and consequences. Implications are claims or truths that logically follow from other claims or truths. Implications follow from thoughts, consequences follow from actions. So you always need to be aware of your actions because they can have consequences, and always think about what you're thinking so you're not implying something you shouldn't be. So I'm now going to pass it on to Perla for point of view.
Hi, I'm Perla. You need to make sure you always understand your point of view, which your point of view is literally the place from which you are viewing something. It includes what you're looking at and the way you are seeing it. One thing you need to make sure of is you understand the limitations of your point of view and that you fully consider other relevant viewpoints.
Okay, so what we did as a group to memorize these 8 elements is we came up with a mnemonic, and the mnemonic is Pretty Queen Isabel, Interrupted Court, and Illegally Parked. And what we did is we took the first letter with all those words, and what they represent is the first letter for all the 8 elements that we just went over. And that's it.
Sylvia, do you want to stop recording?